if I had a cool graphic, this is where I would play a graphic saying Bud's movie review, okay? It's a surprise movie review, a movie review that I didn't anticipate doing, and it's not a movie review that's going to be 40 minutes. It's very quick, okay? But I finally found a movie that I don't want to say dislike more because I kind of liked it, but it's worse than Twisters, the new Twisters movie that I went off about for like a half an hour one time. I watched War of the Worlds with Ice Cube. It's like a new War of the Worlds movie on Prime. I watched it last night, okay? In full. In full. Start to friggin' finish. My God. What an experience that was. Why would you do that? Watch it, dude. Come on, Cloud, have a good one, bud. Maybe we'll see you in a bit. Okay. You watched it, Eve? Okay. I'm not going to give crazy spoilers, okay? I'm not going to tell you the entire plot. You have to, I feel like this movie, you have to experience for yourself. But one thing that caught me off guard when I first started watching the movie, so, okay, maybe minor spoilers, but like, trust me, it doesn't matter. You need to experience it for yourself anyways. When I started watching the movie, it's Ice Cube, and he works for like the government or something, right? He's like the eye in the sky. He accesses all the cameras, all the friggin' things, all the whatever on his computer. So he's just like street cams, this cam. He's got cams on trackers on people, all this stuff. He's like, it's like Five Nights at Freddy's, but like on his computer. And he's flipping back and forth, literally while he's having his morning coffee, to like 700 cameras all around, I think, the country, maybe just the city. I don't know. And his family, whatever. But it kept going on, and it was Tom Cruise that was in the, well, at least the movie that we tried to watch the original after, or at least the one War of the Worlds. I don't know if there's one before that. We tried to watch the Tom Cruise one after too, and I fell asleep. Okay, no, Jennifer. So this was happening for the first like 5 minutes of video. It's just like screenshots. You see like freaking WhatsApp, boom, boom, close text messages. Ice Cube's in the corner like this, but in the top corner, like a streamer. He was doing like the streamer bit. And then on the screen here, all this stuff's happening. He's flipping between this and this and this. Dude, is that, are you peeling, bro? Right? It's literally like, it's information overload. It's sensory overload constantly, right? And I was like, okay. Like, I thought it was just going to be the intro to the movie, right? It kept going for about 5-10 minutes, and I was like, I get the feeling that this is going to be the entire movie, just based in one position. He's calling several people throughout the entire movie, and like talking to people, talking to his kids, talking to this, talking to that, whatever, right? And it went, the one spoiler, that's the entire movie is. It's based just at this computer. To which I found out after the fact that this movie, War of the Worlds, that was released just recently on Prime, like 2025, was actually filmed in 2020 during COVID. So like there's never multiple people in a scene together usually. It's just like a couple of people, it's whatever. So it was actually filmed in 2020, and they sat on this for 5 years and released this garbage to us in 2025. And let me just tell you, buds, okay? So if you know the story of War of the Worlds, the aliens come down to the planet, all the stuff, like whatever, right? They're taking over, right? Well, these aliens, they came down, they wanted to suck all the data from all the data information centers to use on their alien planet for whatever, right? So they're literally just coming in, shooting their tentacles into data centers and sucking all the data out. I don't know what that means, right? But as stuff's happening, right? They're coming in, there's meteors flying in, there's all this stuff, right? Like typical War of the Worlds. It's just Ice Cube, as if Ice Cube had like a YouTube reaction channel as stuff's happening, and he's not even have any emotion. It's like the director just told him to react a certain way, but he wasn't actually seeing what was happening, because like there's all these crazy explosions of people dying, and there's Ice Cube just like, oh shit, damn, wow, oh no. Like the whole movie, dude, was Ice Cube just a shitty YouTube reaction channel the whole time. Even when he's talking to his kids are in the thick of this, right? There's stuff happening. His kids might be dead at one point, and he's just like, yo, get up, are you okay, get up. Like, no, dude. At one point he like threw his coffee, and it was like the most dramatic he was the whole movie. And I don't even think it was when something was happening to his kid. He was literally, I swear to God, like you could take a shot every time Ice Cube went, oh shit, and you'd be hammered by the end of this hour and a half movie. I can't even explain to you like, what entirely happened. These things came down to the earth. They started sucking all the data. His kid was like some sort of hacker for some reason that he didn't know about. I don't know. You can find that out more about that if you watch the movie. They like try to counteract these things by doing like a virus. So then when they're sucking all the data, they give them a virus. But like at one point, because Ice Cube, it's terrible, gentlemen, but it's like funny bad. He has control of all the cameras and stuff, right? All over the world, or all over DC, or I don't even know where he is, dude. And one of them's like a drone, right? And so he can control this on his computer. So he's trying to control this drone to go to the data center to give the virus to plug in so that these things start sucking up the virus, they all die, right? But the drone like falls or gets struck or something and is upside down on the road. And there's like a dude, like the drone can see a person like across the street, like hiding. So Ice Cube like takes over the drone, like audio, because I guess it has audio. I don't know. And he's like, hey, flip it over. Flip the drone over, dude. Yelling at this guy. So the guy's like looking over, like, what the hell's this? And he sees the drone and the drone's yelling at him, flip me over, because he needs to flip the drone over so the drone can keep going, right? And the guy won't do it. And Ice Cube just goes, we'll give you free internet for a year if you flip the drone over. What kind of friggin' reward is that? Free internet for a year? Like the guy's just looking at him like, what? Huh? And then they're like, he's like, fine, $1,000 Amazon gift card. So the guy flips the drone, $1,000 Amazon gift card. This entire movie was literally just a plug for Amazon. The girl's boyfriend worked for Amazon. The Amazon just kept popping up everywhere. It's a Prime movie, but like they also let you know it's all Amazon. It was just a pure ad for Amazon. I saw Tesla. I saw friggin' like what other ads that were very obvious? Starlink. It's like Elon and Jeff Bezos just friggin' decided, hey, we're rich and stupid. We want to make a stupid movie now. Let's get Ice Cube, bro. And we'll do it like this and plug our products the entire friggin' time, dude. It was crazy. Amazon and Microsoft teams to the plot. 100%. Like, they named characters. There was a girl, she was like, I don't know, she worked for NASA. You know how I know she worked for NASA? Because her name on the phone every time she called was Sandra NASA. And then the other guy would be like, police chief this dude. And it's like, okay, like we could just like get to know the characters through some sort of plot line instead of just writing their names like Sandra NASA, dude. I was like, oh, so she works for NASA. NASA was her last name, dude. Yeah, it was. Absolutely. But like his name was like Will Redford or something. So on all the Teams meetings and all like the whatever, when he's typing in his names over, it's all Will Redford or whatever. But whenever he types her name, he types Sandra NASA in all caps. It's like, wait, okay, like, is she the only Sandra that works at NASA? Like, did she start yet? Did she open NASA? Like, what? But like, it was the weirdest thing. I sat there and I watched the whole hour and a half, laughed the entire time. Probably the worst movie I've ever seen. It's really bad. When I looked it up after and they said it was actually filmed during COVID, it made a whole lot more sense to me why it was like this. But if you feel like you ever want, you know, to experience Ice Cube with a YouTube reaction channel, just like watch this, because then you'll know, okay, I could handle Ice Cube reacting to some like friggin' Swiss cheese rolls or whatever, right? Where do they roll the cheese rolls down the hill and run? I want to see Ice Cube react to that because I feel like it would be exactly like how he reacted to aliens invading the world and almost killing his family. Damn! Shit! That's my review of the World of Worlds. What do we got to do the scale on this now? Out of 10? It's a 1.2. 1.2 out of 10, War of the Worlds 2025. You should check it out. The 1.2 is because it was a little bit of fun. It was, okay. That's always been your dream, really, an Ice Cube reaction channel. I couldn't believe it. I was dying. I paused the music for that whole thing. I was dying. Honestly, is 0 an option on your scale? Yes, but I feel like if it's 0, it's just because I fell asleep or something. You know? Like, I feel like I will give effort where effort's due, right? 1.2 because it was bad, and it was so bad. I gotta shut the music off. The movie was so bad. But like, I still watched the whole thing, you know? So something was good about it. It's like the horror game we're gonna play today. I paid $10 for it, okay? Way too much money. But I read some reviews on it. It said there's spelling errors, there's this, there's that, and people were thumbs downing it. And I was like, that's my kind of game. A crappy horror game with spelling errors and language issues. Love it. Sign me up. That's War of the Worlds. If you like bad movies, like bad, but you want to laugh at Ice Cube saying, oh shit, watch it. 1.2 out of 10.